Welcome back, everyone, to Pandemonium. We're doing a B Squad one since we're missing a player due to the holidays, and then we're diving into the fourth session of the B Squad. Picking up for the B Squad, this is probably the closest we picked up to back, because there's usually a gap between in time for before we return to a B Squad story. We are picking up with the B Squad after they had undertaken the deadly investigation into a threat that had been plaguing the Baron of Kata. They were woken in the middle of the night due to a thunderclap and kind of the shouts of guards and running of soldiers. It had found that the Baron had unleashed a lightning storm within his own tent after seeing what he described as an illusion, a shade, or something covered in mist of a portly man. With that, the Baron tasked the party with uncovering who was attempting to assassinate or drive him mad, basically uncover this mystery and bring the perpetrator to justice. The party then set off, began exploring the recaptured city of Krenta, looking for clues, looking to see kind of what may have plagued the Baron, finding eventually that a vampire had been in the area, at least for the last few weeks, and had been picking off citizens, especially if they'd come from the bar or come basically anyone that had been spending their time at night and alone. The group then decided to set a trap for this vampiric creature, utilizing Funden as the bait, having him get drunk in the bar and have the vampire follow him. And that is where they found the vampire Lonson, who confronted the B Squad of the Gavels, utilized his magics to dominate Funden's mind, and used some of his vampire spawn to help deal with the other bits of the party within the B Squad. And Funden, the B Squad had a pitched battle against Funden and Lunson the vampire, which ended with the vampire fleeing and Chris the Claire, or the witch, I should say, of Kosir dead, breathing her last as Lunson drained a bit of her blood. With that, the vampire fled, and we're going to be picking up just the day after for the B Squad crew. So as we kind of go through with B Squad, reintroduce your PCs and just kind of where their mental state is after dealing with all of that. And as a side note, too, this is the second day into the Gavels being gone on their hunt to kind of their own quest for justice, to kind of hunt down the giants who had taken out Agdijit. So the B Squad is gone, but the B Squad is still in camp in the city of Krenta. So as I go through, introduce your PC, how they're doing, and it's kind of how they're dealing with the B Squad's first loss.
So Funden is a dwarf fighter, two-handed dwarf fighter, very sturdy, and decided to really lean into the drinking aspect to make sure that the bait was as real as possible, which was, in the narrative and mechanically, the difference between him being critically failing in the domination, which directly led to the death of Chris in the game. And so he has, I forget exactly what it was, but he has sworn off all alcohol for at least 1 year, or until they can find and bring this vampire to justice in memory of Chris. So he is feeling quite guilty, but it's also that it's sort of a loud, angry, vocal sort of guilt, and not a inner sulking sort of guilt. So that's where Funden is at. Oh, and I have the Mauler archetype.
Nice. I imagine a lot of like grumbling and maybe like bumping into things or kicking things.
Yes.
I can go next. So Tindarius is a middle-aged male Strix. So kind of half humanoid, half bird with large wings. He's a kineticist who wields lightning, water, and wind magic. But he also has the Oracle archetype because he was cursed by Power, and this is something I wrote a long time ago. To never achieve glory, always helping others to glory before losing them forever. This is not the first time someone has died that he's been working with, and he sees this as just another instance of that curse taking effect.
Was it Paolo that he was cursed by? I thought it was Sandra that cursed him.
I have written Power. I know we went like back and forth on it, and I can change it.
No, it works either way. I had my head in my head it was Sandra, but it'd been a while since I read it, so I could have.
Yeah. I mean, Sandra was involved. I think he kind of asked Power to do the curse or something like that. Because I mean, it makes sense that the oracular powers would come more from Power, but yeah. So he's kind of taking this as this. This is the way things are. This is the fate that the gods have bestowed upon me, and there's not much I can really do about it, and feeling pretty defeated, I guess, in that sense. There's also still kind of a spark of defiance there in terms of like, yeah, this curse is keeping me down and making things difficult for those around me, but I will still keep fighting alongside the gavel and try to help them out.
Nice.
As the self-appointed leader of the B Squad, Rodin feels a little bit of guilt for losing Christine. He is an older orc investigator with the commander archetype. Perhaps, maybe, I don't know if he would be described as old, but he's certainly old for this line of work, for the running around and stabbing things kind of job. So he takes this as a sign that we must be better. He's putting on a brave face and trying to put even more emphasis into the drills and training that everyone, including himself, must do to be prepared for battle.
Nice. Finally, Skis is a younger, long-tailed goblin. He is a swashbuckler and acrobatic. He wasn't there during the last campaign. My assumption is maybe he would be like they were using some of his like sailing skills around Kanda or something like that. But yeah, he would be very taken aback. I think him and Chris had a good relationship because Chris supplied a lot of booze and Skis is one to drink a lot of booze. So the way he looks, he's got a newly appointed, his new weapon is he's got a dog slicer. And he can look pretty intimidating. He's got like kind of glowing red eyes and usually a cloak. And that's with his hood up, but he's got a pretty pleasant disposition. And he's pretty clueless. So yeah.
Yeah, and we could definitely say Skeeve was spending the day because right now and for the viewers, they had a couple different choices for different side missions they're taking, but one of the things that the Baron is working on is trying to get supplies through the barricade or the blockade of the Arcarians. So Skeeve could have been you spending the day kind of giving them some different tips and tricks kind of slipping through that blockade. So with that, actually, what is the group kind of together right now, or is everybody kind of doing their own thing at the moment? This is kind of the morning of the next day, Thon on the 17th. You lost Chris the day before. Is the group together? You guys spread out, kind of doing your own thing?
I think together. What do you guys?
Rodin would want everyone to be together and training, doing drills, having everyone doing, I don't know, burpees. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tendarius would be participating in all these drills, but also periodically giving like kind of some snide remarks about like no amount of push-ups is going to break this curse on me, and like kind of expressing some hopelessness while still doing his best to participate.
Perfect. Well, as you guys are going through kind of the rodents calisthenic program, you do see kind of a commotion near the kind of the gates of the camp. You see like a squadron of guards running in, shields up, kind of spears raised, and behind them, you see the kind of the medic teams carrying, it looks like at least between 6 to 8 people on like almost those improvised stretchers, kind of bringing them in, looking from a distance. Can't really tell exactly what's wrong with those on the stretchers, but you can see even from a distance. Kind of singeing on their clothes, burn marks. Some looked, they all looked to be in fairly dire condition as the guard squadron escorts them into camp and kind of sends them towards the medical area of the war camp and to begin treatment on them. And as you see, kind of following behind those pair, you see another group of kind of the cotton guards coming through, and these ones look like they were kind of fresh from battle. You see blood staining their spears and shields, scorch marks across many of their armor. Some of them, once they get back into the kind of the confines of the camp, some of them just almost immediately sit down. They even from a distance, you can tell they look weary and a bit shocked of what they've seen.
All right, everyone, that's enough for now. Take a break. Rodin, curious, is going to go try to approach one of the healthier looking of the soldiers and ask, Soldier, what happened here? Was there an attack somewhere?
If you could call it that. The damn cultist. Every time we go on patrol, they come out of nowhere shouting, "Where is the Sanda Sun? Where is the Sanda Sun?" And half those little fuckers blow up when you stab them. It's getting to be too much.
Cultists? Not part of the Giants? Not the soldiers of Taish?
Not the Giants. Hell, one of the patrols, one of the scout groups saw that the Giants had to deal with these bastards themselves. Just running up, demanding the Sanda Sun, starting havoc and blowing up when they die.
This is concerning. Thank you for the report, soldier. You may continue.
You gotta see, like, he looks a little sheepish for a moment. Like, you see him open his mouth, start to speak, close it, and then he kind of finally works with the courage. He goes, I know it wasn't you guys, but I heard your bosses had some dealings with Shinzo. Do they know what's going on with this?
Ah, yes. Formerly, there was a member of the Gavels that was a follower of Shinzo Z. That member has been ousted, and the Gavels no longer have an association with the god of deception. And he would also list all the other, I can't remember off the top of my head, the other domains of Shinzo. But perhaps we can ask them about it. They might remember certain things about these followers.
I didn't mean anything by it. I knew you had the one guy and a couple of guys got marked, but any help you guys can bring would be useful. But it's just too much out there.
I appreciate your candor. We will look into it.
I mean, anything we can do to weaken Shinzoji's influence will be a boon to the reputation of the Gavel here.
Perfect. You see the soldier kind of slump back down, kind of take a drink from his water, and just kind of catch up on his breathing. What do the Gavels do?
I'm going to pursue a lead, but give me a second to reread the pursue a lead rules to properly formulate my my question.
Perfect.
In the fiction, that manifests as Rodin stroking his beard and looking off into the distance.
While Rodin's looking that up, what are the rest of you all doing?
Let's see. Trying to maybe we should see if there's been any reports of these cultists involved in the city, or if there's some like pinpoint some kind of base of operations that they're spreading out from. Because it's not like they just spontaneously appear in Kata unless Shinzo Z is like creating them or something like that. But maybe I'll go try to contact some of the people who work for the Baron in terms of like mapping the area and things like that to see if there's any information we can get from our allies regarding where the attacks are happening and how we can find a place to go to deal with the problem.
Definitely, you'd be able to contact Perocles. He'd be able to give you access to kind of the scouts' data for this. And as you see him unroll a map of Kata. The interesting part about it is there are sightings pretty much across the map. You see them popping in from the ruins of Kanda to Krenta. The scouts seeing them even attacking within the city of Krenta, within the war camps, outside the war camps, within the Giants areas. You can't find a home base, but you have seen that it seems like they've recently been peering more within the Krenta area.
I have formulated, I think, a good question. What do you think, Tegan? Because it says to work with your GM. Who is leading these attacks on these? Sorry, who is leading these cultist attacks on the soldiers of Kata? Does that sound good to you?
Unfortunately, you do know that one. So actually, let me read the news piece too. Because Shinzo has demanded, now that his best friend has returned to action, Sandrick Sanderson, he has demanded his cultists to find him so he can play with his best friend once again. So Shinzo's leading them, or at least
so the god directly got it,
organizing them. Yeah.
Okay, then perhaps what can we do to stop these attacks?
Okay.
Shinzo's attacks on Cotton forces. All right. Rodin says that out loud to no one in particular. What can we do to stop these cultist Shinzo attacks on Cotton forces? He says, looking off into the sunrise with his stroking his beard.
And I'm out away talking to Perocles, but coincidentally, immediately after that, you ask that question, you hear a whisper that says, I think we need to get them to come to us rather than the other way around. We're not going to be able to find where they're located because that might be whatever other plane Shinzo Z lives on or something like that.
I don't want to be bait again. Did not work out last time I was bait.
Well, if it's Sanda's son they want, and I'll say I kind of reconvened to talk about. Lightning crackles around my fingertips. Maybe we can provide them a Sanda-san.
We have Sandrick Sanderson at home.
Would we know if there's any like commonality between the attacks? Like, are they purely random, or is that something like I could investigate within the troops maybe to see what the best way to lure them out would be?
So, see, and you guys have like kind of the reports from kind of numerous different scouting and guard brigades that have come across them. It doesn't seem to have been a inciting factor. But give me a recall knowledge check.
Is that skis specifically or everybody?
Pick one and you guys can help.
Not me.
I I mean, I'm pretty good at recall knowledge.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I think I'm pretty good. Yeah, I should be pretty good at recalling knowledge.
Okay. With that, you kind of run up against a wall as you look through the research. You see that it is almost just chaos and randomness as you look through the reports, not really bringing any clear clues of what may draw the strikes. One thing, spending kind of the detailed time to look through it, you're able to pick up. It almost seems like it is over the top. It almost seems like it is trying to draw attention versus like, because these people are just running up to people yelling, "Where is Asanda's son?" They're not really looking hard. See, it seems like they're drawing attention more, but you struggle trying to pierce together anything beyond that.
Right. I'm not going to do it right now, obviously, but I just want to remind everybody that I have that's odd. So that's my I have to be annoying feat. Every time we enter a new location.
Yeah, I thought that would apply here, but we'll definitely keep that in mind. Yeah.
Could they be trying to distract from some operations, and we should go investigate wherever attacks are not happening?
It certainly could be.
It sounds complicated. We should just fight.
Shinzo-Z, not usually known for long-term plans. At least in my limited experience. So, I wouldn't expect anything incredibly complex. This feels to me right along the line of perhaps Shinzo-Z's followers might try to use attacks as a distraction from something else. But what could they possibly want to distract us from? They have not been doing anything in the public eye up until this time. I'm looking at the map like that's going to help me.
You do see Perocles kind of notes. He kind of comes into the map room once again. And he does kind of the last bit distracting from. He adds, "It is hard to fathom the mind of that god. So irritatingly vexing. Always explosions, always chaos. Untrusted by even the other infernos. But I do agree with you, Roden, though he's not fond of long-term plans. This used to be some of what he has done in the past, though. Prior to Sandric hanging, kind of retiring from his heroic efforts, Shinzo, when he didn't feel he was getting the attention he deserved, sent his followers to cause havoc, hoping to play with Sandric.
And so the sudden reappearance of Sandric has made Shinzo-Z more curious again. Well, it seems to me... shouldn't Sandric be relatively easy to find? I would feel like, right? Because he, like, when he arrives, like, lightning crashes. You know what I mean? Like, but wait, I feel like I remember you saying that he went undercover maybe recently, or maybe I remember something else.
Not undercover, so it's been a little while since we talked about it, but Sandric, about 6 years ago, he used to be, he was and / is Kazi's greatest hero. He's one of the kind of the true legends of the area, one that's passed mortal limits, and has just used his power to do heroic deeds. But about 6 years ago, his wife died. You guys haven't heard how his wife died yet, but his wife passed away, and after that, he stopped. He kind of gave up the hero's life, and he hasn't been seen again up until this war.
Right. And like after his like initial like sudden appearance again on the battlefield? Like, what's he been doing since then, I guess is what I should ask.
Oh yeah, you've heard reports of him kind of helping out different scouting units, helping out refugees flee different places. Kind of all similar. Kind of a lightning blur comes flying up quickly, hauls through using kind of heroic level strength, hurtling things away, pummeling things into the dirt, solves the issue, and then basically flies off.
Should probably notify somebody to like, hey, let Sandrick Sanderson know that he's being pursued by a cult. I mean, he's probably always being pursued by a cult, but this one is specifically looking for him again.
That's out of game. Should we bring up the possibility of things that A Squad knows, or should we just ignore it for now?
Because I think Wisteria did write that in the journal, so I'm not sure if any of this squad reads. But
yeah, we suspect that it may not be really the hero, but not the B Squad. Like B Squad does not know about it.
Right. I assumed that Wisteria wouldn't have written anything down about it until she had like definitive answers about that, but maybe not.
Wisteria not writing something down?
But see, but then the question is, it could be writing down something that's false, which,
I'm sure Wisteria put a hypothesis in front of it.
It's true. It's true.
I think that Tendarius skims the notes not too deeply, but he would dive into more detail and more careful reading in anything regarding the Sanda and the gods there. So I think he would have come across this theory and would pose it to the B Squad as like, well, Wisteria has a thought that maybe the Sandrick that has been cited around here might not be the real Sandrick, and rather some sort of illusion or deception maybe created by Ezen of the Prefects, maybe some other powerful mage working for the Baron. I mean, makes sense to me.
That is a fascinating possibility. But how does that help us find and stop these attacks? We can't just outright tell them the Sandrick Sanderson you're seeing around is actually a fake. Even if they believed us, that would be giving away the plans of clearly some operation that is far above us.
That could be Shinzozi's objective here, is to have those plans revealed.
Perhaps.
And certainly, Tegan, I can do a check to confirm this or maybe get some more information, but I'm guessing that ever since it was announced that Sandrick was helping fight in the war, like it's had a big impact on morale, and people have been like willing to go the extra mile in terms of fighting against the giants, knowing that there's Kazuya's greatest hero on our side.
Definitely, and that no check necessarily that came up during Reclamation Day. I think you guys got 3 free re-rolls with them popping back up, so it's a pretty huge morale boost. And even like the various sightings have kind of kept morale up. There's been a lot of questions why like Sandrick just doesn't fly into Kata and liberate it himself, but those are more like the skeptics. For most of like the rank and file, they're just happy to have their symbol back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and Tendarius is counted among those skeptics who would be like, if the real Sandrick was here, he could just wipe out all those giants in a minute, or even the gods themselves if they actually cared about what was happening here. But no, we're just pieces on their game boards and continue to play the role we've been given.
Okay, so hold on.
It's always I can tell it's always a struggle for you to like. Okay, how would Funden get this information?
Right. Or is it easy to be like illusion, right? Bait. Second illusion should draw them. You be Sota.
Right. Would you agree to that, Tindarius? Wait, you were the one who brought it up, so yes, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, he would probably say something like, look, I know being bait is a very dangerous role, especially when the target is not just a vampire, but potentially Shinzo Z himself. So if we're going to lose another member, it should probably be me. My curse is
We're not losing anyone today.
We will not be
We're not losing anyone again.
We will not be throwing you away, Tindarius. I assure you, we will do everything in our power to make sure that you are safe in this operation.
I know, and I trust you to do that. But let's be realistic here. Our last mission didn't go very well. Maybe we have a chance to redeem ourselves. Or maybe I'll die trying.
That isn't good morale. Back to the calisthenics. I'm going to drill more confidence into you, soldier. Run back and start forcing Tindarius to start doing wing ups.
Perfect. Well, as you guys prepare, do some additional calisthenics to get ready. What is the group's plan on this side? What are the pieces you did learn looking at the map? It does seem like the attacks are kind of becoming more increased frequency within the city limits of Krenta, the newly liberated city. How are you guys going to throw Tindarius as Sandric bait?
We should get some additional forms of illusory magic. Are there favors that we can pull here? Or we could go the rumors route, like sow rumors.
Yeah, because I did pick up untrained improvisation this level. So my deception's a +10, which is not awful, but I'm not trained in this. So there's a deception roll there, it might not go well.
And I will say that the Baron's resources right now, kind of settling this city, are stretched fairly thin. He'd probably respond to a request from the leaders of the Gavels, but with the B Squad, he's got his own fish to fry at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Skis could maybe have Charming Liar, so maybe I could use that to create or spread some rumors. Would maybe infiltrate some of Shinzo Z's followers to let them know.
You wouldn't be able to find his followers. We could definitely kind of spread rumors throughout the town.
What's something that Sandric would be doing here? And maybe something that doesn't involve words or speaking, but I can kind of make a show of doing something, and then you can say oh, I saw Sandric doing this thing, to hopefully draw some attention.
Definitely, so kind of heroic work, like rescuing a squad that's being pinned down by the giants, maybe stopping one of the squads of Shinzo Z, saving someone from a fire. He's Sandric is kind of known for a couple of big things. He's a big hero. He's also he's kind of a hero in the classic sense, kind of the Beowulfian sense of the word. Does a lot of great deeds, but also is a little bit boisterous and loud too. Kind of about what he's accomplished in there. But what he's known for: speed, strength. He is very quick. He's probably one of the fastest mortals with his kind of how quick he can fly in and out, and he has heroic level strengths.
We could stage some sort of somebody in danger and I come to rescue them in a public place.
I look towards Skis meaningfully.
Skis would take a swig out of whatever sort of booze that he had, some sort of flask that Chris had left over. But yeah, he would give a meaningful glance back at Fundin. I don't know what either of those
Skis is
glances
a-
mean.
All right, so Skis has agreed to be paid.
Got to double it up on the bait this time.
Well, you and I will be one of the rescuers Rodan rescued.
Perhaps we might not need to create an elaborate scene. Perhaps the mere presence of lightning, thunder, that can be heard from a distance would be enough to draw the attention of Shinzo Z's forces. We would only need to go into a contested area and create a bit of noise to attract their attention, I think. Are you capable of doing that, Tindarius? I guess Rodin would know if you're capable of, creating lightning and thunder noises that can be heard from far away.
Yeah, I mean, nothing specifically that, abilities that say that, but, the elemental blast I can do as lightning damage and just, shoot some blast into the sky and, transform myself into lightning and dash around and things like that. So I can make a ruckus.
Right.
But
So
how
I
far away
suggest-
it can be heard from will...
I would suggest that we find some place in either in contested territory or close to contested territory and create some noise that will attract the attention of those looking for that kind of thing. I think that would be sufficient. We wouldn't need to involve any theatrics. He looks at Skis.
With contested territory, what do you mean by contested territory?
I mean, area that is either controlled by the giants, a place essentially a place where one might expect Sandrick to suddenly show up, if a battle is happening, but not a place where actually a battle is happening. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you kind of want to leave the city of Krenta and kind of go closer to kind of the border of the capital city.
Are there-
I suppose that would have to be it. Yes, although that's the way you said that makes me nervous.
I mean,
Well,
the majority of attacks are in Krenta, so do we know if they're outside Krenta or?
There have been attacks reported outside Krenta, but most recently the most have been reported within the city's boundaries.
yeah, so something... I guess I was kind of thinking along the lines of something that Sandrick would be doing in the city to help with his heroic abilities would be the thing we would kind of want to pretend is happening.
It seems like our ultimate goal here would be to capture one of these folks and interrogate them, correct? Or understand why they're doing what they're doing? Because it seems to be
I suppose
randomized.
that would have to be it, or perhaps even just follow the direction from whence they came. Follow their tracks or trail back to wherever they came from.
Fundin says something to the equivalent of, if you whack enough moles, eventually they stop popping up. You don't even need to be clever about it, just wherever they come up. Hammer
I
them down.
mean, with these explosions, these moles seem to be whacking themselves quite a bit,
These moles are exploding themselves.
which would make interrogation difficult and following them back impossible. But finding some and maybe following their tracks could lead us somewhere useful.
Are we in Krenta right now, Tegan?
Yeah, you guys are in the war camp, which is literally outside Krenta.
So how does everyone feel about this plan? We go someplace where it would be reasonable for Sandrick to get into a fight, make a lot of lightning and thunder sounds, and then we'll hope that the cultists show up, and then once they are defeated, try to follow their trail back from where they came from.
Yeah.
What if we spread word that Sandrick has come to meet with the leaders of the Gavel. I guess it's probably public knowledge that the leaders are out. Maybe Sandrick has come to meet with the leaders of the Gavel of Yasara, but because they're out hunting giants, he's waiting in their tents for them to return. And he's teaching some of the B Squad how to use lightning properly and telling stories of his heroics, and try to get the cultists to maybe come to our campground.
I think I like the first strategy better, but if it doesn't work out, then
I
the
think
second
that-
one
Yeah, I
works.
think that the nice thing about this is if it doesn't work out, then we don't have much to lose, right? Like, then we just go on to
Yeah.
the next plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is the first strategy go into the city and try to kind of curl lightning and bring him down?
Yeah, go someplace where attacks or battles that have recently happened or been happening. So either against the giants or perhaps even the cultists.
Is there nearby farmland where this has been happening?
Not really farms. It's mostly been kind of attacking scouts as they're moving through kind of different areas within Kata and frequently within the city. So kind of more, it seems like they're definitely targeting either the city with kind of just mass audiences or targeting soldiers in particular on both the Taish and Katan sides.
Okay.
All right. So we head towards a place where we think that battles have happened recently, and then we will start making noise.
Perfect. So I just want to clarify, you guys are leaving the city and kind of going into giant contested territory.
I believe yes. If that's where we have to go to find places where Sandrick would reasonably show up, then yes.
All right, group on board with this?
Yep.
Skis would be scratching his head and looking at Fundin, but probably he wouldn't know anything wiser, so he would
Right.
be on board.
I mean, it sounds like you're saying that even Krenta itself is still contested territory because you're saying like attacks have been happening on the city, so we wouldn't have to worry about it.
Cultist attacks in Krenta. Outside of Krenta is where the giant attacks, but also some cultist attacks, but not as many have been happening. So,
Correct.
It's like I was trying to come up with a reason for Sandrick to be in this city, but nothing like it. You know, if he was actually here, it seems like he'd be on the front lines fighting anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Or like meeting with somebody in the city. So, but then we would have to get like the Baron in on our plan or something. And that doesn't seem like it'd be a good strategy.
Perfect. So it sounds like you guys are heading out to the front lines. Is there any preparations you all make before you leave?
Let me see. Don't think there's anything I need to do for. Hey, here's something I should have done. Can I make sure that I have a properly prepared weapon? Something I forgot to do last time because that I've never played a martial character before in a long-running campaign. I can make sure that my rapier is properly runed up, essentially.
Yeah, you're in a city, so you'd be able to find supplies with whatever gold you have.
Right. Let me just Wait, did I spend the money last time? Oh no. Let me look at my notes. At the very least, it should be the basic rune. What does it call it? Striking or something like that?
You've already got striking on there. We do an automatic bonus progression. So the only runes you need are like property runes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and those are like the fire rune that Belric has, and Wisteria has like a corrosive one or something like that.
And the invisibility one, I think you have as well, or is that on?
So that's on armor, which you could also.
That's okay.
But that's a property rune.
Gotcha. Okay. If that's the case, then I think I'm all right.
Does anyone know if there's like a potion of enlarge or something if we wanted to like have Funded pretend to be a giant fighting me pretending to be Sandrick or something like that?
Oh, interesting. Let me check what armor runes I have, if any. Because, yeah, there's an armor rune, and then there are just scrolls of enlarge.
Except none of us can cast spells. Well,
Oh, yeah.
I have Oracle spells, I guess, but
Oh, yeah, so you got a cast.
I mean, I don't have actual spells, just the cantrips right now.
No, you still got it for your level in domain.
All right. Well, sorry. Which kind of spells do you have access to? Is it divine or occult or
divine?
Okay, I don't have any armor runes, and I have about half the money needed to buy the size changing rune. But
I mean, how much more do you need? I can donate some money.
no, it seems too much expenditure for just one ruse.
All right.
Let's try it out.
We just need the noises because by the time that they're in like they can see us, then it'll be
Yeah, I mean they're trying to just approach random people and tell them that ask where Sandrick is. So
yeah,
I mean,
it shouldn't be hard to attract them. They're going out to people who aren't even trying to get their attention. So
Yeah. Geese would think we're overcomplicating this, and he'd be like, "Why don't we just drive around and pretend to be scouts around Krenta until we witness an attack?"
Yes. Yeah, we just do that for a couple of days. Okay. Let's have that as plan B.
we can certainly do
Plan
that.
B. I like it.
We could do that and make like noises. We
So,
both
I
do
guess
those
that
plans at the same time.
I guess that makes my plan involving the leaders of the Gavel Plan C. Promoted again.
The main thing with that plan is if I were the GM, I would be like a little bit concerned that you're trying to draw someone into like our HQ, and I don't know how much I would allow for the enemies to go right into the PC's HQ.
Sure.
So it's a meta concern, but otherwise, yeah.
Not even a meta. Oh, well, meta for the GM side, but yeah, the Baron would probably have a thing to say about pretty much inviting Shinzo into his work camp.
Yeah.
But it sounds like I can't remember which one's plan. So plan B is like scouting around the city. Plan A is going into like contested area between the Giants and the Cotton forces and like shooting up lightning and thunder.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You guys are geared up and ready to go?
Yeah.
Believe so.
This is a B squad, right? So we get B strategy. B level strategy for us.
One question before we go off. Does anybody because I know Wisteria documents it. Does anybody from the B squad document mission logs so that we're being Gavels can kind of read it? I feel like this is gonna come back and Chris is dead. You guys went into enemy territory.
Rodin would absolutely create the proper reports, provided he survived.
And Wisteria would certainly grill him after post missions to get as much detail as possible. So you would kind of, by this point, know what to expect and the level of detail that is expected of you. Whether you comply with that or not is up to you. But
perfect. Well, you guys are able to set off, leaving the city of Krenta and heading off through the cotton, the cotton wilds, maneuvering through. And as you guys are kind of making your way outside the city, is there anything special you do, or how are you guys leaving? Give me a little bit about how you all are making your way out.
I mean, I guess I would spend a little gold to get sort of a different looking outfit and one that like covers up my wings to make me look a little bit more human-ish. But
From
I'm
a
no
distance, yeah.
expert in like disguise kits or anything like that, so I'm not going to put too much effort on that. But also to make it not look like it's me leaving the city. Tindarius probably thinks he's more famous than he actually is.
Were these like historically, like, were these the scouts? Are they in like a horse and carriage, or like are they just like on foot?
So it's been a mix. It's one of the kind of interesting things you've noticed on that side is it seems like it's just targeting soldiers in particular outside the cities, but the cities seem to be targeting people, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess it would probably make sense for outside the city to try to look like soldiers. Is that what you said, Tegan?
Yeah, definitely. So soldiers are kind of where they've been attacked, both giant and cotton soldiers.
Okay. Yeah. So Skis would try to do his best to like look the part. Typically, he's not like dressed in soldier attire, so he would spend a little bit of money like looking the part. A Krenta soldier. Don't know what that means though.
You're able to find some armor kind of blazoned with a cotton sigil and begin marching out. Sweet. Yeah, with that, you guys go out. How far are you going, I should say? To make it towards Krenta, or sorry, make it from Krenta to Kata. It's about like a 2-day ride, 4-day walk. How far are you guys maneuvering that way?
I don't think we have to go quite that far. Probably, I would say max like a day's distance away, right? I kind of feel like, well, I mean, I guess it depends on where the front lines really are. But I don't imagine that we would have to go very far away from the city to be able to attract attention.
Perfect. You guys are going to days, kind of march away. You all kind of head through kind of the wilderness, going through, taking some of the. Are you guys taking? I assume you're taking the roads, right? Or are you heading off track?
Yeah, at the very least in the beginning, for sure. Maybe we'll go off the road after we get a certain distance, but stick to the roads at the beginning. I don't see why not.
Perfect. So you guys are able to go through taking the roads as you kind of march through a days away from the city of Krenta. And then you kind of get off. You're not quite on the war lines, but definitely in kind of the contested territory between the giants of Taish and Kata. How are you all setting up your display, we'll call it?
Well, Fundin agreed to be the bait.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he said. I'm pretty sure he directly said that he wants to be the bait. I imagine, and anybody feel free to add anything or correct me on anything, but I feel like we could get a certain distance away from Krenta and then go off the road out into like a wilderness, perhaps like a field or a clearing or something like that, and kind of just like stand there and just do some lightning at the sky, right? Or you have, some lightning abilities you can shoot them straight up in the air. And I imagine that'll be loud enough and start attracting attention. We might have to tell local soldiers on our side that what we're doing, so that we don't make them think that there's a fight going on that they need to come attend to. You know what I mean?
Or we tell them that, hey, I think I saw Sandrik's son going to do some fighting against some giants over there. If any cultists come at you asking where Sandrik's son is, point over that way.
Sure.
Oh, good grief.
But
I mean, you're out wrong.
yeah, we could maybe find like a nice hill, but with like some tree cover on top, so you don't just see a Strix guy who's not Sandrik's son standing on top of the hill. And then like maybe Fundin or Rodin and Skis can like get some axes to like chop down some trees. Like giants are marching around and knocking over trees and things like that as I'm shooting lightning to make more of a loud echoing throughout the area. But yeah, doing some lightning shots from a hilltop might be able to be seen from further.
If we're doing that, there's definitely a scene where Rodin has like his jacket off, is sweating. He's like, "Oh, too old for this," and just keeps swinging an axe.
Perfect. So it sounds like Rodin, Skis, and Fundin will be kind of like chopping nearby trees down to kind of make it look like giant movements. And Tendarius will be shooting lightning on top of a hill to draw attention.
Yeah.
All right. For the tree cutters, one of you guys give me your choice. One of just pick one. The others can, or one of the others can give an aid action for a deception or performance trade.
I could do a performance.
Sure. Can I aid that performance with deception, or do I also have to do performance?
I can aid with deception. How are you going about aiding it?
I think I am going to sort of pick out like a path of trees that we need to cut down, sort of identifying like, all right, based on our knowledge of giant movements, typically they will avoid trees of this size. It's too large for the giants to simply crash through. But this kind of tree, they easily just push out of the way. This is the kind we need to fell.
Nice. And then, yeah, I think Skis from a performance standpoint would just kind of like plan the path and then also make sure that it doesn't all happen in a single fell swoop, but it looks like, somebody's walking. So like we'll hit one, 5 to 10 seconds later, we'll hit the next, right? So it looks like a path is being cleared.
Perfect.
So I will roll it.
I think, I'll go first to aid you, to do the aid, I think. I think that's how it works. I'm playing too many games lately. Cool. Oh. Yeah, okay.
Perfect. So you get a +2 circumstance bonus to your roll. And give me that performance roll, Skeeth.
Nice.
Solid. So you guys are getting into a steady rhythm. You've kind of weakened some of the trees beforehand, so you can kind of go through and start chopping them down to make it look like things are felling them as they're pushing through the surrounding foliage of this hill. Tendarius, how are you going about kind of casting your light?
Yes, I mean, I have my elemental blast as well as the base kinesis ability for like generating lightning. But I was thinking because his his like speed is so legendary, I want to make it look like there's lightning bolts coming from like different places quickly. So I'm, obviously I can't match his speed, but moving as quickly as I can and hopefully using like some acrobatics to like jump between trees and make lightning come from different spots. Like there's someone who can control lightning and also move very quickly is how I'm trying to imitate Sandrick as much as I can.
Perfect. Give me an acrobatics check.
All right.
Nice. You guys do a fantastic job of this. As you all see, Skis, Fundin, and Rodin felling trees, making it look like giants are moving through the mist. The sky is lit up with lightning and the crack of thunder as Tendarius bounces to and fro, kind of almost mimicking the dance of a stormy sky as he tries to compare to Sandrick's speed. And as you all do this, it kind of goes on probably at least for a good couple of minutes. And you do. Actually, let me look at something real quick. As you all kind of the perceptive of you all look around, you notice a few things. The first, everybody comes across. You hear the sound of a war horn blaring out in the distance as you hear just this trumpeting blare come through. But Fundin and Rodin, you two notice a couple of notice as like between chopping and kind of the crack of Tendarius' thunder on top of that giant war horn, you see, I should say, shadows lingering in the midst of the lightning. You see one of the cracks of Tendarius' lightning kind of light up the sky and almost move back, kind of the other area of shade and shadow, but some of them seem to linger behind, even with those cracks of lightning. You also notice at the same time two heavy footfalls coming your way. B Squad, what do you do?
Coming.
Look, the cultists are looking for people. Maybe we fall back, and the cultists will keep coming for us and stay away from any giant conflicts.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe simply hiding might be
Flee.
our best bet. I don't know. Well, fleeing too, but then we'll have to do this all over again, and then potentially. But yeah, what do you think? Flee or hide? I'm leaning towards hide, but that's because I am
Hide in the shadows.
Is anyone expert in stealth? Because I'm untrained, so I need to follow that expert.
Didn't we run into this during the landing on the beach day where none of us are trained in stealth and we did a stealth mission?
Oh yeah, I always just don't see things, but yeah, I think that's what happened.
I am trained in stealth, but I'm not an expert. So yeah, then it seems like if we would know that our group's not very good at stealth, so we'd probably be best retreating then, because we're not trying to get into a fight with giants right now.
Could we
Retreat or distract? Not distract as a mislead, maybe. I think some people have deception.
I have deception, yeah. So, like, deceive the giants, or like,
what do you
we're
mean?
on top of we're on top of a hill, and we hear footsteps coming our way. And Tegan, you also said there's we see like a cult coming.
Oh, well, you hear giant footfalls kind of coming rapidly your way. You heard a giant war horn, and those with kind of the higher perception, Rodin and Funden, did see the shadows just weren't reacting the way shadows typically would. As Tendarius kind of lit up the lightning in the air, the shade and kind of the natural shadows retreated at the light kind of coming in, but some lingered, some stuck around as those blasts went off.
Well, yeah, I feel like there's giants in a war horn that we should leave. That's just
I think retreat is going to be our best option because we are not trying to start a fight with a giant war band.
Yes.
We might have to retreat and try again maybe a few hours later or something.
All right, so you guys are packing up?
Are there any other plans? Like, I mean, we could try deception or something. It just seems like pretty...
But what would we be deceiving them about?
I don't know.
Is my question.
You did y'all mention to the rest of us that there were some strange shadows? I mean, I know that time is kind of the essence here, but
I mean, sure.
yeah.
Rodin is used to noticing weird things about situations and kind of just thinking out loud. He's like, that's odd. The shadows are moving strangely.
I would say if the giants weren't a concern, then investigating that might be a way forward. But now we're kind of putting that up against dealing with giants.
All right, clock's on. Are you guys running? Are you guys staying for the scouting party? Oh, what are you doing?
I think we gotta retreat because if we just get into a fight with giants for no reason, that's not going to do us any good.
Yeah, I think that's the play.
Okay.
Yeah, reluctantly, but yes.
Perfect. So you guys begin to run. How do you guys make your way? You hear giant footfalls. You hear the horns blaring. How do you guys attempt to flee from them?
On foot downhill, like a
Well, I
bunch
can
of
think of,
maniacs.
with purpose.
Flying between trees and like branch to branch, staying off the ground and not leaving any footprints. But also moving quickly.
Yeah, with Skis' acrobatics, he would do as much as possible to like stay off the ground, branch to branch, and yeah, that's a good call.
So you guys are moving quickly, trying to move branch to branch, but not hiding. Rodin, Fundin, are you guys trying to do the branch to branch piece?
Oh, not very good at that.
Yeah, more like stump to stump, like tree trunk to tree trunk.
Crashing through the underbrush, unfortunately.
Perfect. As you guys try to just hoof it away from this oncoming giant force, give me an athletics check, everyone. This will be a group athletics check to see if you guys can outpace the giant forces.
Sure.
Yeah. I feel inclined.
Oh, he's a hero point. Much better.
Yeah, I'm going to as well.
And remind me, B Squad also has the 2 hero points, or no?
They do.
Okay.
Okay, take a 22.
Fortunately, the group is able to kind of sweep you up, Skeeve, as you all begin to make your way away from this giant forces. You see, as you look back towards the hill, as you kind of run through the underbrush in the forest, kind of backing you up, you see both a jungle giant and a hill giant standing upon their clubs in hand, kind of scouting through. You see the jungle giant kind of almost bring out a bow and try to scan the distance, but luckily you guys have maneuvered fast and far enough away from them that they were not able to catch your presence as you all retreated from the hill and the forest. Ronan, though, as you guys kind of like catch your breath, kind of get some distance between you, you do notice something is odd. You don't have shadows right now.
None at all. Interesting.
None
that
at all.
would cause very strange things. Okay. Everyone stop. It seems Shinzo Z's influence is afoot. I am not quite sure from where or why. But look, point underneath you. No shadows. Look, and I point at my nose. My nose is not casting a shadow on my own face.
No, no. First Chris and now my shadow. Come out. And then he starts hacking at like the trees' shadows. Come out.
Oh Lord.
I guess I would like to try to like see if we're being followed or watched by somebody in Shinzo Z's cult. Because I feel if their influence is doing something this would it means that perhaps their followers are nearby. Maybe we're being followed or watched or something.
Give me a perception check, Hidden.
Sure.
You look around, you don't see anything. Well, you see something following you, but you don't see it as a person. You see it almost as this mass of shadows, almost a swirling ball that was kind of almost hiding behind trees, maneuvering behind the group as you all fled. You see your shadow peeking out of it. You see Tendarius' shadow at one point peeking out. You see Skeeve's shadow, all just kind of blending in and massing in orbs and massing in size until it's like it catches you noticing it, and you hear a chuckle, and it splits into 4. And as it splits, you see it kind of almost go to 4 corners around the group, and you see it begin to take, like almost rapidly form into humanoid shape, like almost like it does the shadows morph into this liquid form, and out of one of them, you see pop this dog-like shadow creature, though it wears Tendarius's face. Another, you see this tall, gangly shadow pop through. Though even though it is tall, you see almost seems to be carrying or wearing Skeeve's clothing. And then you see this other one comes through with a humanoid form, wearing an ornate cloak, but Rodon's face. And then you see another one that is smaller, but coming through with these tall, elongated claws. And you do see Fuden's features, kind of almost like similar arms and size and stature, but it has a blank face as it comes through and flexes its claws at the group. The one that wears Rodon's face and the ornate robes, you hear that chuckle continue from him, and it goes, "Oh yeah, you guys, lightning. You know where Sondric is. Tell us where Sondric is. Or do you want to play? Do you want to play and tell us where Sondric is? We're gonna do both, right? Both, right?"
Rodin draws his blade. "If you want it, come get us."
Yeah, you want to play? Okay, this is amazing. All right. And you see they kind of launch into, or all fall into their combat stances. But for the ones that wear faces, the one that has Rodon's face, the one that has Tendarius's face, you see almost mimicking their master, this Cheshire-like grin upon their faces as they begin kind of ready themselves for battle. And that's where we're going to take a quick break. We're going to jump back, say 6 minutes from now. We'll dive into that combat and see what you guys can learn. So everybody join us back 8:32, and we'll get into it. Welcome back, everyone, to the second half of our B Squad adventure as they are going up against some of the shadows of Shinzo Z after causing quite the spectacle and contested territory. So, party is rolling initiative now, and we'll dive in.
Okay, I should be 14. It only does +1 instead of a +2, which would bump me above one of the cultists. Thanks.
I'm gonna do after you. So it'll give me panache, and I'll go last.
That's a really cool ability. Is it good? I have no idea, but it's really cool.
So I'm just gonna. Tegan, do you need me to roll just so I'm on the board, or are you good?
So you go after who?
After you. I go last.
You go last. All right.
Allow your foes to make its first move. Oh wait. Allow your foes. I go last. Yep.
Throw down at 12. All right, we got the full crew in. Sweet. So let us jump up. You see the shadow. The one that seems to be kind of kitted out with almost Fundin's own kind of arms and movement style. You see this shadow slither kind of through the tree line, making its way towards the party. And as it moves, you hear it just kind of go, "Oh, we play." And it is going to go towards Tendarius. The shadow slinking out, and you see its clawed hands raise up, and you see one of its shadows trying to swipe at you. Luckily, you prove too quick for it and dodge back just as the blow comes. It follows up again, but once again, you're able to nimbly dodge out of the way, keeping its hands away from you. You see the shadow come through, the one wearing the face of actually no, he doesn't have a face. The one kind of dressed in the style of Rodan, and you see he comes through, and you see the shadowy chain come spinning out, and he goes, "Okay, where is Sandrick? Where is Sandrick? You have to tell us, where is Sandrick?" As it comes through, it is going to maneuver in. And is going to swing its chain at poor Ski. So you see it lash out, chain coming through, smashing against Skeeve, just barely catching him for 14 damage as it whips through. Is there anything cool he can do with his last? Yeah, he does. So he's going to look at you, Skis, as he smashes into you with that chain, and he is just going to stare and say, "Play, where is Sandrick?" Give me a will save. So you see, as he stares into you, just boring kind of his eyes through you, you see, so you weren't frightened already, but you on the failed save, the evangelist is, hold on, I'm reading that wrong. The failed, yep, so, target must be, so me, I think I'm reading that wrong. I thought you'd be, Spirit, he'd be concealed, right? Or does he have to be frightened to be concealed?
It looks like if the save is failed, then yes. In addition, if the creature was already frightened... Oh, so not yet.
Yeah, this require. Yeah, that would have to. They'd have to be frightened already, right?
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Frightened
Maybe
before the start of this ability.
See, I
Friendly
read that
game?
wrong. Yeah.
Friendly game. Maybe you want to demoralize instead.
Well, I think the question, it references unnerving gaze, which seems to be a different ability. So I think whatever unnerving gaze is happens. as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so yeah. Luckily, he just stared you out, so you're fine on this turn. But when your turn comes up, he does have an aura effect. So I messed that one up. But he's just gonna stare at you and ask, "Where is Sandra on this one?"
Oh, so it says that the aura effect also happens right now. Yeah.
Oh, does the aura effect happen right now too?
On the creature, yeah, go force and unnerving gaze.
Yeah, the target must immediately attempt a will save against.
Oh, perfect. So you are frightened 2 on its fail. Let me post that in there. As you see him just stare at you with this unblinking, shadowy gaze. That's his 3. Rodin, you are up.
All right. I am going to start by waving the banner of the gavel in one hand and shouting to Skis and Fundin, "Pincer attack now!" And both of you
Nice.
can stride towards the enemy. I'm calling out this one.
Oh, it does say step. Interesting.
Oh wait, did I pick the wrong? Oh, sorry. No. I did not pincer attack. Tactical takedown. That's cancel the pincer attack. I meant to do tactical takedown.
I'm rushing up already.
So both of you can stride towards the enemy, and if you both end the movement flanking them, you automatically get a trip.
All right. Yeah.
I don't miss.
Not today.
All
Okay.
right.
Skis, you're coming up out to the other side.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Oh, so you got a free move by Rodin.
Yeah.
Shoot, I didn't know that was for me. Okay.
You go over here for free. And then he must attempt a reflex save, I think. Yes. Against my DC.
All right.
Yes. Oh wait, no. Sorry, I'm just looking at the attack roll. Yes.
No fail.
Hell yeah. All right, so he gets knocked prone as you both rush through, doing this maneuver that we've practiced many times already, of course.
Skis is the distraction, and I'm going in with the pole arm to the trip.
Fundin is the distraction, and I'm going in.
I thought that was what we debated about in practice. It somehow works, but like each of you guys thought the other was.
Yeah.
All right, and then for my last action, I am going to just do a. You know what? No. Yeah, I am going to attempt to aid another person. I'm going to try to demoralize this one so that I can be aiding everyone. So we target him and then attempt to demoralize that creature. Again, I do this just infrequently enough that I forget where demoralize is in the list every single time. Is Ooh.
Nice.
Oh shit! After commanding Skis and Fundin, I'm going to turn around and say, "Shinzo has led you astray. Today you will die."
You see a bit of fear leak into its eyes. The Cheshire smile remains. All right, Fundin, you are up.
Okay, I think we don't need any advanced tactics. We are going to open with an intimidating strike. So 2 actions on the prone creature. Just, double off guard, as we all know. We all know how that works, right? Double target and hit.
Hits.
And is frightened 1.
Perfect. Nice damage too. As you strike him too, especially with your perception, you see like, oops, I have you targeted. As you strike him, you see it cut into his flesh, cut through the shadow. You see a bit of flesh emerge and some blood drop to the ground.
Ooh, okay. God, there's meat underneath all that shadow. And then the last action. How do we want to do this? I want to do something fancy. Okay, we'll do a spear dance attack. So I will strike and then step. So it's going to be one more strike. All right. Similar hit. And with that, I will take a step right here, this way with my reach. Skis is still flanking, and it's in my reach. That's my turn.
Perfect. You see another glob of blood leak out from the shadow, and you start to see the shadowy form dissipate a bit, seeing kind of light blue flesh underneath. All right, Perko is up. You see the Cheshire smile remains on this robed fiend, and he looks out and goes, "Oh, you guys are playing fun. You guys are playing fun. Okay, you there, Wingy Boy." You see him take a step closer to you, and he looks out. And you begin to see him swirling his shadowy hands. You see magic begin to fill kind of across his aura, and you see him cast confusion. As you see the shadows begin to dance around him, and he goes, "Oh, more chaos better. More chaos is the best. Shinzo's gonna like this. Boss is going to love this." So give me a will saving throw. So as you see the shadows begin to dance in front of your eyes, or are you using a hero point?
Well, do I know the DC? No, it doesn't look like I do. Yeah, I should. I'm gonna use a hero point on that.
All right.
The curse.
Curse continues.
You see the shadows dance in front of your eyes, and you see, like, for a moment, pure darkness. And then you start to see bits and blobs of the world. Some things appear to be shadows, some things appear your allies, but they seem to be constantly swirling, constantly moving in your head, almost impossible to keep it straight. So you have the confused piece. So you are, and read you what confused does as well. So with that, you don't have any wits about you. You are off guard. You don't treat anyone as your ally, though they might still treat you as theirs. You can't delay, ready, or use reactions. Use all your actions to strike or cast offensive cantrips, though the GM can have you use other actions to facilitate attacks, such as draw a weapon, move to target, all that, blah, blah, blah. Your targets are determined randomly by the DM. If you don't have any other viable targets, you target yourself, automatically hitting but not scoring a crit. Each time you take damage from an attack or spell, you can attempt a DC 11 flat check to recover from your confusion. All right, so that is Pirko's turn. Tindarius, you are up and confused. So roll me a D20. High, 11 plus, better for you. Okay.
So, well, I will say my turn was going to involve doing some AoEs that carefully avoided my allies, but if I think it might make sense for the confusion to just do those AoE abilities and not carefully avoid my allies. But if you had another plan in mind, let me know for the confusion.
Yeah, if you're doing AoEs, yeah, go for it.
All right, we're gonna.
You have to get Rodin in whatever blast you use, though, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, I'm getting everybody.
Okay.
We're gonna do a Rising Hurricane.
Oh no.
Okay, no, it doesn't give me a thing, but it's a 30-foot diameter. I mean, that's enough to get everyone except the dog. Yeah, so because I was reading it carefully, and the way it works, most of the damage is from the fall damage, and I choose who gets to lift it up. So I'm going to assume with the confusion, I lift everybody up who fails the save to the maximum distance, except myself, because I do also need to make a save. So,
Perfect.
Oh, should I try this again?
It's gonna a failure is gonna be 20 damage plus whatever I roll.
I've got 2 hero points. I'm gonna try re-rolling it.
Right,
I did better, but not good enough.
What does the crit fail do? Is there a difference?
Double the. So the roll damage is 5. You would take 10 damage on a crit fail. But in addition to that, I'm going to lift everyone up 40 feet and drop them all, which is 20 damage. That wouldn't double on a crit, I don't think.
Perfect. Does not double on a crit unless their ability does says so, but they all fall. Everybody that fails falls prone as
Gotcha.
well. So how does that look, Tandarius? Is you confusion over you lift everybody up?
Yeah, so I see these shadows and faces, and I'm like, I don't know what's real anymore. Am I really Sandric? And I just raise my arms as wind and rain and lightning crackles all around me in a swirling vortex. I'm assuming the confusion doesn't cause me to lift myself up in the air. I still take the damage.
Yeah, you still know yourself. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, and everyone gets thrown around, and like with all the trees in this area, there's like branches whipping around, striking people in this sort of like tornado that lasts for a brief moment. But that's the reaction, so that's my turn.
Perfect.
All right, so because I failed, I would take a total of 25 damage then?
25 and you're falling prone. Oh, skis. All right. Are you an expert in acrobatics?
I'm a master.
Nice.
I don't think I take any fall damage, but I would take how much damage?
You don't take any fall damage, but unless you have anything else, you would still be prone.
No, for falling it says if you take damage, you fall prone. So if he ignores the fall damage, then he doesn't fall prone. But you do with the crit fail, you take 10 damage from the initial effect.
This does apply to Fundin as well, right? It's a big circle.
It's 30-foot diameter. Everyone except the dog creature.
Cool. I will hero point that.
Go for it up. Fortunately, you do see Pirko and the evangelist are both able to keep their feet. The shadow in front of Tandarius and Rodin crashes to the ground. You start to see that shadow as it hits. Unlike the one that Fundin scarred, this one you see almost starting to fade from existence as it's bloodied and crashes back into the ground from the hurricane. All right. You see this shadow dog come running through. It is going to charge into the fray using its bounding sprint, get into flanking. It is going to target Tandarius. You see its jaws rip out.
Nice having you.
I'll single melee. So yeah, its jaws rip out.
I will reactive strike as these.
Oh yeah, nice. More.
Yeah, you can continue with that. There's nothing I can do to stop the movement, so you can just roll damage. I'll do this myself.
So you see him bite into you, kind of just ripping through. And his last action, he'll slash out with a claw, but luckily he will miss as he tries to bring you in. You also get to repeat your save as well.
Right.
Or you actually do the flat save. So straight D20, you have to get 11 above. So unfortunately, the shadows still cloud your mind. And nice. Fundin, you're able to
Never roll the damage.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you rolled damage. Yeah, 25. Yeah, solid hit. Off of the creature. It went from looking pretty healthy, not quite bloodied, but you hear it kind of like scutter and like howl out This one as well, when you cut into it, you don't see blood, you don't see a form shaped beneath, you just see shadows twisting and twirling. All right, that's its turn. Skis, you are up. You are also prone. Oh, actually, no, you're fine. You're the one that had cat fall. You're good.
Yep. Do I take persistent damage now?
Yeah, the start of your turn. That one, I believe. No, into your turn. Sorry.
Okay. I'm just gonna do it now, just so I don't forget it.
Okay.
Okay. I've clicked to roll damage. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Okay. So I am going to start my turn by targeting this creature, and I'm just gonna right off the rip use my finisher. Use a confident finisher to strike him with my weapon.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you.
Did you have panache ready?
I did, because I went last.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did that. Sweet.
All right.
Nice. What is your confident? He's still up, but what does your confident finisher look like?
Usually he had hatchets in the past, but now he's got this dog slicer. So yeah, he just like takes it and just slices up on him with one like foul swoop, and causes him to like move back a little bit. From there, I no longer have panache, so I'm going to use my second action. I'm going to do a goblin song.
All right.
So I'm going to start singing. Something very annoying. 99 bottles of beer seems appropriate. I'm going to attempt a performance check here.
All right.
The crit
Nice.
success. All right.
How do you the crit success goblin song to me is
It's
a wonderful
more
thing to
annoying than
imagine.
usual. So I don't know how to. I've never really done like casting or anything. I should have a 60-foot. This should impact 3 people within 60 feet. So I'm gonna choose. I guess I don't know how. I'll choose.
Yeah, so they're
Yeah,
all
and
within 50 feet, so you can choose.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
okay.
can choose who you'd like to.
Let's do the guy on the far right, and then the 2 next to 2 in the middle, and this guy that I'm fighting, I'll just continue working on.
Oh, because do you have master proficiency?
I have. Sorry.
If you have master, you get 4. If you have expert, you just get 2, I think. Master, you can hit them all if you have master proficiency and performance.
I have something weird. Hold on. I got this. I'm a loud singer, dude. So it moves my range up from 30 to 60 feet, and then I get to target 1 additional enemy.
Perfect.
So
All
it'll
right.
go from 2 to 3. And then from there, let's see.
And which were the 2 you picked again outside of the one that's right next to you?
The 2 in the middle and then the guy on the right. Yeah, yep. And then from there, is this the guy next to me? Is that guy like dressed like Rodin?
He's the one that has. Yeah, he's the one that has kind of dressed like Rodin but no face.
Okay.
But he's the one to the because I can't remember if you had good perception, but Rodin or Fundin has definitely noticed that when you cut into him, you see the kind of like this like, blood coming through and a person underneath the shadows.
Okay. All right. All right, let me pull my character sheet real quick. Okay. I'm gonna use my third and final action is he prone?
He is prone.
You know what? I'm just gonna try and attack him again.
All right.
This is kind of foolish, and there's a lot of better things I can do, but
That's only your second attack. That'll hit
That
due
was-
to the grind too.
I targeted myself there.
Oh,
20.
24. That'll still hit.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Of course. Finish him.
Ooh. So I'll come up with that first slice, and it'll be like a really confident finisher, and I feel like he'll be dangling, and then I would just like kind of go down and chop on him and finish him off. I think that's my turn, yeah?
That is your turn. You see as you chop into him, you see flesh and blood laid bare as he lies on the ground, and you start to see his body sizzling
Thanks.
and bits of smoke erupting.
Oh, boy.
All right. Shadow is.
It did just apply 7 damage to skis.
Oh yeah, so take that back because you already put that in there.
bad.
Shadow is prone, so he's going to have to stand up. Ronan and Tandarius, do either of you guys have attack or a reactive strike?
No,
think-
and I can't take reactions anyway.
Oh yeah. Yes. All right, it is going to get up. He is going to slash out at you.
It's because of the off guard. At least I get another roll.
Sure. So he's going to connect. You see him slashing through, a shadowy hand running through your flesh. And as he does so as well, you just like almost feel as he goes through, like he's like taking something from you. And you feel slightly enfeebled and take enfeebled 1 as his hand runs through you. That's all 3 actions. As he stands up, slashes into you, it begins to steal your shadowy essence. And Roden, you're up.
Okay. I have a question about the confusion.
Sure.
He does not consider me an ally, but I can still consider him an ally.
That's
Can
right.
I use battle medicine on him
You can.
if he doesn't consider me an ally?
You can.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'm gonna actually save it just because I just looked at his health, and it's actually not as low as I thought it was. He's still all right. He's fine. Instead, this creature here is still prone. Yes.
No, just stood up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That's. So I am going to. Oh wait. First, I have to stand up myself. So let me remove prone real quick. First action, stand up. For my second action, I am going to use the other stratagem that I accidentally used before to give everyone a pincer attack. Everybody can step. 1 step.
Oh,
Perfect.
I would step, but I'm already next to you, so I'm in range to attack you.
That sucks because you're the one who needs it the most. But all right, I'm still doing it. It's still useful. And then any creature that is so essentially this one is off guard to Fundin, even if he is no longer flanked. Until the start of my next turn.
Yeah, it's also off guard to you. Oh, which is so sad because we're also flanking it. But yes, it's off guard to squad mates.
Yes. All right. And okay, so that is my first 2 actions, and then my last action, I am going to. Let's do. You know what? I just want to try to trip somebody, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a trip. So let's target somebody who's not already off guard. I'm going to target this one and go for a
Alright.
trick. Oh, that's the wrong button, I think. That just put it in the chat. But this button will do it. No, it doesn't. There we go.
Yeah.
Critical success. Hell yeah.
Nice. How do you send him slamming into the ground?
So the other creature, like I look like I'm going after the one that we currently have flanked, and then suddenly out of nowhere, like sweep to the side at this thing's legs, catching it off guard and throwing it to the ground.
Nice.
All right, that is all 3 of my actions.
Perfect. All right. London, you're up next.
Maybe muted.
Already flanked, so perfect time to also try and make it prone, as I'm going to attack with slam down. So first we have an attack and see if it hits. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hits.
man.
Nice.
Okay. First, let's see if it lives.
Oh man.
It does not. How do you finish this shot?
It's all of the rage from not critting the vampire with that last reactive strike and letting it escape just is now flashing before his eyes. Die, creature of the night! And he cuts it right in the center, imagining it's still the vampire.
Solid. You cut the shadow in half. You see, rather than leaving a sizzling body behind, you see it fade into the ground as the creature breathes like its last.
Okay, with his last action, he will start striding this way to get in flanking with the shadow. And as he's going past Tendarius, there's the camera close-up look on both of their faces where he recognizes someone who's attacking their own allies. And that's going to be my turn.
Perfect. Virgo is up as well. You see he is still smiling and clapping, even as his allies begin to fall around him. He goes, "Okay, this is fun. This is fun. Okay, they're mostly dead. They're mostly dead. I can do this. I can do this. What would the boss say if everybody's dead? To do? Oh yeah, fire!" And you see him swirl his hand around. You start to see fire coalesce around his fingers as he unleashes a fireball into the fray. Everybody give me a reflex saving throw.
Sure, it would be nice if I could use reactions right now.
Alright, success. Failure with Rodin. Success. Crit success with skis, alright. So for those who succeeded, 21 damage as this fireball explodes around you. As this fireball explodes, rather, you've seen fireballs before. Typically, they're this big explosion of light, but you see this fire trail around his hands. As he lets it go, you see these just shadows leap from the fireball and begin slashing and burning out at you. Hot as fire, but dark, casting no light as they go through. That is one of his actions. Oh, he is a Shinzo follower, so he is going to get closer into the mix now. He's gonna go bug skis. And that is his turn. Skis, you're up. Oh, sorry, Tendarius, you're up.
Alright. Let me check if this AoE. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do a elemental blast followed by an AoE that'll hit multiple people. So you want me to like roll to see who gets targeted with my melee elemental blast?
Perfect. Yep. So give me a roll. Same thing. High, above 11, good. Below 11, bad.
All right, Rodin.
Bring it on.
So I need to channel elements and as part of that, I make a single action elemental blast. Give you some lightning, and this is the melee version. It's like, of course.
Ow.
Not a 2-action blast. Hey, minimum.
Not bad.
Or almost minimum. And then my other 2 actions will be tidal hands to create 2 15-foot cones, 1 blasting Rodin, and 1 catches both. Wait, did it? I won't rotate it. 1 getting Rodin, the other getting both the Shadow and Fundin. So all 3 of y'all need to make reflex saves. I rolled all 5s on 4d8. That's like slightly above average, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that hitting me too? Sorry.
No,
No.
Rodin, Fundin, and the Shadow.
Shadow, unfortunately, will crit.
Yeah, so... Oh, and then I repeat the save at the end of my turn.
Yep.
Come on. There is... Will save.
I'll save. So you see the shadows
Alright.
clear from your vision and are able to tell friend from foe.
Look at all the cultists I'm taking out. Oh, wait. Rodin. Sorry.
It's good because next turn I was gonna literally start unarmed striking you to try to get you out of it.
Okay, yes, it's not Ski's turn yet. Skis, you look back, you see this body of actually it made it Rodin to 15 feet. Yeah, so Rodin, unfortunately, Tadarius and Skis. Oh, and the cultist. Everybody give me a reflex saving throw.
Oh no, I'm so bad at those. Wait up. Fine. Not really.
Hey.
Tadarius, you will crit succeed.
Oh, wrong with it.
Wait, is this coming from the shadow?
Coming from this guy.
Oh, okay.
They
Yeah, you're out of range, luckily. Tadarius crit succeeds. Oh, Skis, you got that reflex save, so you'll crit succeed as well. Rodin, you will fail. So you see this creature, it had been sizzling and smoking, but then it finally explodes, unleashing a fiery blast across the area, catching you in for 17 fire damage. The rest of you guys with the crit successes are able to easily evade it. All right.
Rodin is almost taken out by the explosion, but steals him. He drops to one knee, then punches the ground and just stands right back up.
Nice. Skis, you are up.
All right. I am going to attempt to. If I tumble through and move, like to this flanking position, would I flank or no?
You know, you'd still need somebody else to flank, but you could give you'd make it easier for Rodin or one of them to get up flank with though.
Okay. So I'm gonna tumble through to try and gain panache. Which I'm assuming I get, right? Do I have to do an acrobatic to tumble through?
Tumble through is based off their reflex, I believe.
I have to do an acrobatics check?
Yes, I think I
that
rolled
was-
acrobatics for you. I was it did target, so I'm looking at the creature reflex DC. So that will succeed. Yep.
Okay, cool. So I gain panache, and then I'm going to target him and do a confident finisher attack with my dog slicer.
Oof. You got a hero?
I do. Yeah, let's use it. Last one. I'm just gonna reroll. Yikes.
Oof. That still does half your precision damage, so roll that 3D. Or I think if you click on that precise strike damage, would give it in there.
Okay. Should I do the second one or first one, or does it not matter?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, same 3D6 for it. Okay. Solid damage for the miss. So,
Hey, we'll take
how
it.
do you still nick him, even though he evades the?
Yeah, I'll do like a acrobatic roll around him, and then I'll turn around and like I'll maybe like make a slash at his head and miss it, but then my follow through will nick him like on his leg a little bit. And then my third and final action, I am going to use that parry thing. Yeah. That's my turn.
Perfect. All right, the shadow is up.
Dang, man.
He is somehow still in the mix here. He doesn't have anybody to flank with. But he's going to keep picking on Tendarius, trying to steal his shadowy essence. So you see swipes through, just gathering some of that energy. And then he is going to push Tendarius up to enfeebled 2, and then strike again. But luckily he will miss due to being frightened. He's not prone. Oh no, he got slammed down. He is prone. I forgot to have him stand up, so that is actually his turn. So he slashes through, still on the ground, and Rodin, you're up.
Funded, did you have a reactive strike for that stand up? Or did you use your reaction already?
He did stand up. Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah,
did not
I'll
stand
use
up,
the.
okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, not yet.
All right. I am scared. I am gonna take the risk that this guy does not have a reactive strike. I believe in my heart that this guy doesn't give reactive strike energy. So I am going to battle medicine myself.
You can always spend an action to check with a recall knowledge.
But
If you got one to spare.
that's the problem is the actions. If I was really trying to, you know what?
I'll heal you on my turn also, by the way. If you have that one. Or if you're
Well, here's what I'll do. I will I'm gonna start with first action, pincer attack. I can target. How many characters can I target with this again? Everybody. Cool. Everybody, pincer attack. You can step 1 square if you want. I am going to use my step to go here. And then I assumed Tendarius would try to get in a flank, but hey, maybe not. You don't actually need to, because Fundin can get that off guard on his own.
Wait, it's not letting me move? I'm trying to move up to stand next to Rodin.
All right, so that is my first action, pincer attack. I shout out. Then I'm going to use the battle medicine on myself. Because why not?
All right.
Target me. I don't know if that makes a difference. Treat wounds. Hey, Chris, how do you do this? It's not doing.
Look for treat wounds in the macro list.
Okay. You can't just click this button in here.
No.
Great. Good to know.
So if you click on it and scroll to the bottom, treat wounds is at the bottom. Like the macro thing you click on?
Oh yeah, no, I was talking. I thought that I could just click on this button in the battle medicine like thing here.
Oh yeah, but if you click on that treat wounds there and you scroll to the bottom, treat wounds is right
Oh.
above critical success, and I'll have you roll it.
Oh, I didn't scroll down. My eternal weakness.
I don't know why they didn't put it at the top, but
I'm not going to go for any harder things for now. I'm not feeling confident. I should have.
yeah, that 20, yeah, that.
Dang.
But that's fine. So that's all the rolling done already. Apply that healing.
Remind me after our game, I have a table of which option gives you the most bang for your buck at which levels and bonuses.
Good to know. All right, so that is my first action. Second action. My third action is I am going to do more support stuff. I am going to attempt to demoralize the mage over there.
All right.
So after taking a step back, rubbing a healing salve on my aching shoulder, I am going to turn towards that the mage and say, "We may allow you to live and only arrest you if you will tell us what we need to know." And there we go. Ooh.
Nice success to the goblin song.
Oh.
Yes!
You see a bit of fear in his eyes. He goes, "Arrest me. We're playing so well, though. You can't arrest me. You can't arrest me. We gotta play to the end."
I ignore his foolish ramblings.
All right, Funded, you are up.
Okay, Fundin will begin spear dancing his way over to the other guy. So step and then strike here. Oh, no, I didn't mean to click that. Regrip. It's the dance, right? It appears like I'm unencrypted. Okay.
How do you
Strike.
finish the shadow?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
All
actually,
right.
hold on. I forgot it has resistance. He is still barely up.
Oh,
Still
yeah,
barely-
cool. And then I will use second strike is going to be a sleek reposition with the press trait. So their attack.
There we go. How do you finish with the realness?
Oh.
There's a little bit of a video game physics because as I'm trying to reposition its body, the shadow just flies off into the darkness, and only like bits and bobs of it remain.
Nice.
So, okay, well, that's easier. And then he rushes over. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can only go one more, so 4. And that is my turn.
All right. Shadow is gone. You just see.
Wait, I got a 25 feet of movement. I must have picked up the fleet at some point, so good over there.
Perfect. All right. The mage is up and he is smiling. "Oh, I get to play with all of you guys all at once, all by myself. This is so much fun. I hope Shinzo's watching. You think the master's watching? I hope he's watching. This. Oh, also, I keep forgetting. Where is Sandrick Sanda-san? Where is the Sanda-san? You haven't told me yet, but we're having so much fun." As he says that, you see he begins swirling his arms around him. And you see he is going to pick on Skis. He goes, "All right, you tumbled through me. That seems like something worthy of applause. Will you clap for me? Please clap." And he is going to cast Roaring Applause upon you.
Okay.
He's
I
trying to
don't
get back
have
for using the spell on the giant.
It seems like a fitting one for Shinzo's crew, who likes body entertainment.
So I'm slow. Do I do it?
Oh yeah, you
Sorry.
gotta give me a will save first. You may be able to. Unfortunately, not. So you are fascinated and slowed 1. So you see like the shadowy magic envelops around you. You almost sport your own Cheshire grin, just clapping along with what he is saying. What that'll do is you were slowed 1, losing an action to clapping, and you are also fascinated with the creature. So that is 2 actions. You see he whips his spear around. He is going to use Breach of the Outer Rifts. And does it give me a d20 to roll on there?
I don't like that name. I don't like what that's called.
11, which is, I don't know why they couldn't just tell me, electricity. So you see his spear begins kind of alight with electricity as he spins it around and drives it into Fund.
Yes. The damage type I'm weak to.
So that will hit. Does it add that? It does add that. All right, perfect. So you see he stabs into you, and you see the spear sparking with lightning, and he goes, "See, I can make lightning too. Really? See it? See it?" As he, that's all of his actions. All right, Darius, you are up, and you are finally yourself.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna go with a simple turn. I'm going to channel elements, and as part of that action, do a 1-action elemental blast on the cultist. Is he bloodied yet?
He's barely been hit.
Gotcha. All right, so there's gonna be a let's do bludgeoning damage with a ranged water blast. Still comes round 1. Cool. No, not those bonuses. 8 damage. And then my next 2 actions will be an Ocean's Balm on Rodin. Roll that for you. And then an Ocean's Balm on myself.
Nice. As that blast connects the cultist, same thing. You see the shadows swirl for a moment, but you see a bit of flesh and blood and pale skin leaking out as before the shadows recoalesce around you.
That's my turn.
All right, Skis, you are up. You're slowed 1 as you're clapping away at his constitution, but you have 2 actions left. You are also fascinated with him.
Which means I have to attack him. Yeah.
You do, which doesn't matter much since he's the only guy left, but you can pretty much can only see him as you're clapping.
99 bottles of beer on the wall. It's all working fine. I am going to take a break from my singing at least, and I'm going to attempt to regain Nash by using on mod.
All right.
So I need to find this. Okay. So I will say Shinzo calls this chaos. I call this poor planning. And we'll roll.
That's the seed.
Right. Okay. And I will target him with a finishing move for my final action.
All right.
Which
Just
won't
narrow
hit.
misses.
What? And that'll be my turn, and I think slowed is gone.
Unfortunately, that will stick if he sustains it next turn.
Okay. Then I lose extravagant parry and panache. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Rodin, you're up.
Dang, man.
All right. So
Okay.
now I'm going to start doing investigator stuff, finally. I think I'm going to start this turn with a devise a stratagem. Which, would you say this person counts as the related to my pursuing a lead and therefore a free action and not a full action?
Yeah, counts.
Cool. Let's use devise that stratagem.
Do we want to kill this guy? I just thought about that.
No, I think we want to take him alive.
Okay.
Ooh, a 16 is nice. So I am going to rush over to him a second just to thank Tindarius for the healing. Wait, hold on, let me just make sure I'm not forgetting. Okay, good. Yep, I'm going to take a few steps over in his direction and then attempt a non-lethal attack.
All right.
Just in case. Let me make sure I actually know how to do that.
Just do yourself a -2 circumstance penalty.
Yeah.
Unless your weapon is non-lethal.
It is not. But oh, wait. No, I have to first click on this button to make sure that the devise a stratagem applies properly. There we go. And all right, go. Dang, the non-lethal made the difference, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like it would have been a crit. Yeah, it would have been a crit, but still a hit.
Oh, it's still a hit. Good.
Yeah.
All right, in that case, let's roll some damage.
Nice.
All right, so that is 1, 2 actions, and then for my final action, I'm just gonna try a. I've used up all my extra stuff, so I'm gonna go for a trip with the map. Why not?
Nice. I'll bring up the ground.
Nice.
I will say that did not apply the map because I pressed something wrong. So that, I assume that probably won't work with a -5.
Yeah, that'll miss, unfortunately.
All right. And then in that case, that's going to be my turn.
All right. London, you're up.
Okay, I will try and continue with the Rodance for it. I will do slam down. So first we will attack non-lethally. So let's see.
Okay.
Do this. Non-lethal. +2. And strike. Okay.
That'll hit.
Damage here. Oh, decent damage.
Wow, nice.
And then, because of slam down, I get to attempt to make a trip check without multiple attack penalties. So let's
Perfect. He looks bloodied after that hit.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Crit. Did that roll? Ooh. Oh! Hey, success.
Nice.
I have one more action, and I have basically nothing in mind. So we will just do a last-ditch attack
All right.
Is this going to be non-lethal as well? Yeah. Okay. This is a -12 attack, so
-12.
hopes are high.
Oh, my God.
Non-lethal, but it still hits. It's still.
Oh my God.
Wait, how do you get a 12? I forgot about the
Dude.
non-lethal, but that nice. Think about how that looks as you go and get that one off. All right, he is looking hurt.
Okay, that is my turn.
Good
Fighters,
grief.
man. I'm excited to play a fighter next Tuesday. That's all I'll say.
Perfect. You slam him into the ground, cut him into him again. You see a bit of like enjoyment just playing out across his face. He's like, oh. I think the game is getting near to an end. We played so well. You guys were so much fun. I will tell Shinzo you said hi, but always gonna go with a bang. And he is going to try to cast Fireball centered on himself.
All right, there's going to be a reactive strike coming after that.
All right.
Non-lethal reactive strike.
Non-lethal reactive strike. Yes.
Nice, that will
Okay.
hit.
And
So he
I
has.
have a hero point. I'm going to fish for a crit.
Okay. I'll say he has 20 HP left. So you need to do at least
Okay,
20
okay,
HP.
okay. So we know it's... Oh!
Nice.
Oh, wait, I can do a reactive strike as well.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
Well, I think we've already got it covered.
I think we
never
got kind of a fun to go in, or
No. I'm good. This is better.
But how's that look as you see like shadowy fire coalescing around his hands? He said this has been fun. He's raising his arm up. What do you do?
It's just a quick bonk to his head. Just enough to completely confuse him and knock him out.
You see like he's like just still smiling, just pure like delusion on his face as he comes crashing to the ground and the fire is extinguished. And you all have defeated the cultist, taking one of them captive. What do you guys do next?
I'll start tying him up. I don't need orders for that. You guys figure out what do we actually do.
How far are we from Krenta?
A day.
Yeah. I think
Do we want to take him back or interrogate him out here?
we need to. Can we take him back to the road at least?
Yeah, you can get back to the road.
Is that gonna do?
Because that way we're more likely to run into allies that we can hand him off to take him back if he decides to not to be murdered.
I will take his weapon, and then does he have any like components or objects he uses for his spell casting that I could take away to prevent any further spell casting?
You see, he did have a kind of an amulet of Shinzo upon him. You could take that away, and if you tie his hands as well, you should be fairly safe.
Okay.
I'll make sure to gag him.
All right. I'm thinking we give this one a choice. If he... Oh, wait, first, actually, before we leave this place, very quickly, I want to check to see if they left tracks. If we could follow tracks back to where they came from.
They came out of the shadows. They teleported in.
All right.
I mean, this guy was about to do fireball on his dying breath
On himself, yeah.
on himself. I don't know that, like... I think...
Yeah, I don't think any amount of interrogation is going to work on a guy like this.
Well, I mean, I just don't think that we're going to be able to like get answers from him the standard way. I mean, there's probably some things that Thunden could do where he would want a swift death, and we're out in the forest. I'm just saying. I don't like this guy was. I mean, like these guys are cultists. Like they're gonna do it. Like it's just gonna be difficult to get info out of them unless we do something extreme. I feel like.
I will do
Well,
it if
Roto,
you ask me.
he did mention one thing too. So I'll give this because you did threaten him with. You tried to bribe him with imprisonment versus death, and he did say he'd rather die than be in prison because dying is just playing it to the end.
Great. Okay. Well, maybe. Yeah, that's the threat then. Let's imprison them. Okay.
If you communicate, we'll kill you. If you don't, we'll imprison you. Is that the strategy we're going for?
It's usually
No,
the
I mean,
opposite.
Yeah, I know that is a little odd. Yeah, I mean, I think we start taking him back, and maybe when he comes conscious, we tell him, like we start trying to get some info out of him on our way back.
We could also, one other thought is talk to Osten about maybe if there's some kind of magic he can do to, I don't know, like trace back where they're teleporting from, or just get some information about what they're kind of doing from a magical perspective. If there's any information to be gotten there, I mean, we're not really the crew set up for.
Yeah. So it sounds like
information, but some more help.
Sounds like we want to start taking him back to Krenta, though, right?
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do. As much as I am upset because we're like out here, we're like close, man, we're close, but like we have no way out of this. I don't think there's a reasonable way this guy's gonna tell us anything about where they are.
I think we should take the gag out of him, though, Fundin, because if he does want to talk, then that may give us some info.
And maybe I'll just once he wakes up, which probably is only like a couple of minutes later or something. I tell him, you don't want to be unconscious for too long because it's super bad for you. I say that to his unconscious body. But as soon as he is conscious again, I am going to inform him that he is under arrest and is being taken back to Krenta and see how he reacts to that.
Does he have the gag in, or is it
I think I'm gonna have to.
You guys can remove it if you're already in tech.
I'm gonna assume most of the spells he could use to get out of here would require his hands.
I'll just be ready with it, like to put it back on if he starts spellcasting.
Yeah.
You hear him give a theatrical but also deeply sad sigh. You hear him go, ah. You left me alive? Is that how you play?
Of course.
You killed the other guy. Why couldn't you kill me too? I wanted to see shit. I wanted to go home.
Well, we need information out of you, and so we are taking you back to our camp so that we can question you as to where your compatriots are hiding.
And if you tell us what you want to know, we'll happily kill you. Send you back to Sentinel.
Well, I can tell you things. I know things. I know lots of things. I mean, there's just so many different things we can talk about. What was I to talk about? Who are you guys? You never said your names. I think that's fair. My name is Pirko. I wouldn't say it's nice to meet you because I'm still alive, but it was fun to meet you for a bit.
Rodin looks so annoyed immediately by this person. Just like, I am. He briefly considers should I tell this guy my name? Fine. I am Rodin Redmark of the Gavel of Ivacera.
Oh, Gavels of Ivacera. Oh, you're the baby Gavels. The bitchy Gavels, the broadside Gavels.
We are the mighty wasps of the B Squad.
B Squad, that's what it is. Okay. I didn't know I was playing with superheroes. Oh, are the good ones around here somewhere?
That's classified.
I know one of you.
One of the Gavels you know personally.
Yeah, Macarena.
Macarena? Oh my god.
Macarena is no longer a member of the Gavel of Ivacera.
Really? Well, he's here too. Not like here, but here in the sense of he's in on this island.
Well, yes, we are aware he is on this island still. If you could give us more details on that, perhaps we'd be more willing to do what it is you please.
Oh, Roden, give me a diplomacy check.
Sure. I'm decent at that. Now when I roll a natural 1 with no hero points left.
He goes, Knock said that was top secret. Macarena, he's doing big things.
With a cartoon lion face, Rodin says, I'm sure he is. Continues dragging this fellow along on the road.
I didn't know I'd meet celebrities today. Narak loves you guys. He's been so heartbroken you don't want to play with him anymore. But he's been playing a lot with Mockery, and they're doing a lot of things. So you guys have any questions for me? I can't talk about Macarena, but the other guys.
Why are you looking for Sandra?
Oh, he's Shinzo's best friend. They used to play together all the time, just like we played, but they played all the time. But then, he disappeared 6 years ago. He had a death, and he just kind of was a little whiny about it. But the boss says he's back. Ish.
Ish?
Ish.
Just leans in closer. Ish.
He kind of leans back and he goes, Ish. I think I had questions. We can say ish. I like the way you say ish.
Well, from my understanding, Sandrick is pretty busy with this giant war right now that your cultists are making a bit painful. So if maybe y'all stop bothering this army, we could defeat these giants, the war will be over, and then Sandrick will have plenty of free time at that point to play with Shinzo. But the more you keep disrupting the Cotton War effort, the longer that's going to take.
All right, Tadaris, give me a diplomacy check.
Hey, there you go.
You see, he pauses for a moment and thinks theatrically. He goes, us? Well, we're bugging the Giants too, but we are bugging the Cotton forces. But you think the Son would have more time to play if we just bugged the Giants? That's a head scratcher. Narak was talking the other day. He kept saying a Son was here, and we have to draw out the Son to expose the Son. And I couldn't make sense of it. That's why I said ish. But if Sandrick is here, you think us just focusing on the dragon or the Giants may make the Son come out?
It would allow more free time for certain. Sandrick is currently busy. I'm sure you've heard.
I heard he was busy. We heard, Rock, because he's a smart guy. He's really hard to follow sometimes. But he said something. We gotta expose the how did he put it? The farcical nature of the pretender. I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
Interesting. And by the way he says that, he can tell he's very much does not think it's interesting. But if you were able to convince your allies of this idea, the idea that perhaps Sandrick would have more time to play with your allies, then perhaps we would have no need of you. We would be better off, in fact, with you out of our hair. Do you think yourself capable of that?
I can give it a try. Because they're really amped up because they want to make them play. They keep saying that Sonda Son, the farcical Sonda Son. We got Ogle, the Sonda Son from Bogle, or something like that, or Logo from Bogo, the Pretender, whatever. I don't know. They called him something like that. But I think I could pass that message along for you, though. I could do that. I can say what you just said, right?
Can I tell by looking at this, like the way that this person is dressed, or perhaps even just by the level of spells they were casting, like how important this person might be in the Shinzo Zeke followers?
No check necessary. From religion, Shinzo doesn't really prize his followers much. They can cast fork rate spells, so decently, but they're not they're definitely ground troops, the grunt troops.
Okay, so yeah, I was thinking not necessarily important to Shinzo Z, because nobody's important to Shinzo Z except for perhaps Sandrick Sanderson. But to the other cultists, do I think this guy would be able to convince other cultists of the idea that Sandrick would be available more if the giants were defeated? Does that seem like a reasonable guess, or is this guy just lying straight to my face?
Give me a sense motive check.
Sure. I will sense motive.
He's somewhat persuasive, but he's also very crazy. He was trying to repeat what his bosses said to you, and he did not do a good job.
No.
And also, you rolled pretty well there. He gave you a clue with the rhymes as well.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but I was like, I can't think of what that means. And I'm like, should Rodin know what that means?
Yeah, maybe if we take it to
I can't remember any names.
Take it to Wisteria.
Obel.
Is it that guy that joined the Chaos Knights that Mockery recruited? Who I can't remember his exact name.
That's Brolo. Oh, but Tadaris, you've read all of Wisteria's notes and focusing on religious pieces, right?
Yeah.
Give me because you heard all that. Give me a recall knowledge check. Take a +2 circumstance bonus.
Oh, it doesn't give me a chance to add the bonus, but you add 2 to whatever I rolled. And I do have a hero point if I rolled less than an 8.
Oh, you rolled very well there. You remembered looking through Wisteria's notes that there was a Sandrick son named Olga from Soga.
Oh, that the kid we rescued in session 2 or whatever.
Yep.
Who?
I'm sorry, there was a Sandrick son named Olga?
Sonda's son. So Sonda's son is just basically any son of Sonda gets that last name.
Yeah, remember the kid that Mockery got attached to, and then the one who we sent to the Flaming Dragon Monastery?
And then got kidnapped from the Flaming Dragon Monastery a little while ago?
Right. That also happened, yes.
Okay, and then the cultist was saying that Olga is the pretender?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So Tandarius is not going to say anything out loud, but is trying to figure out who is the one kind of orchestrating this. I mean, we don't know who Olga was kidnapped from, but maybe
Actually, Tandarius does, because that wasn't being with Wisteria's notes. There was a thunderstorm on the grounds of the monastery. The monk that let you know about it believed it was Sonda taking his son.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
Very well. You just not even bothering to I know his name's Perko or whatever, but he's just I'm tired of talking to you. We are taking you back to our camp. Since you refused to tell us where more of your allies would be hiding, we will need to take you in for more questioning.
Oh, I can tell you where they're at. Can you plane shift?
No.
You have to be able to plane shift. You sure you can?
I look over it. I look around. I'm like, Fundin, definitely not. Darius, definitely not. Skis, definitely not.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, they're in the shades of havoc. Shinzo's realm. We pop in, he pops us out. We pop in, he pops us out. It's kind of a fun time.
Very well. That is valuable information, and I appreciate it, but we still will need to take you in.
You can't just kill me. I thought we were going to play to the end. I can kick you if you want. Will that make you feel better? You can put me down, I'll kick you.
It's not rodent laughing. No. Continues dragging this guy along.
I think we throw the gag back in his mouth.
I think we need to bring him back, secure him, and then have some conversations separate from him, because I don't want him to overhear anything about our thoughts. But I have some thoughts.
As you gag him, he begins humming Skeeve's song through the gag, but is overall pretty docile as you guys lead him.
I'll clap with him.
Careful, Steve. Next thing you know, that'll become an anthem of Shinzo Z's followers if they like it too much.
But you guys are able to make it back to the war camp outside of Krenta without any issues. Another day passes through, and you're able to make it to the war camp. And the Baron, you're able to easily secure him with some of the Baron's forces there. What do you guys do next? Or is there anything else you want to do this session?
We should probably discuss all the stuff we learned about Oga.
Yeah.
I don't think we should tell everybody that. But I think it's important to decide who we are going to tell.
Maybe we frame this in the context of we're preparing a report for the leadership of the Gavel of what we've.
I like that.
But
the Gavel can determine what happens with that info.
Yeah.
Not us passing the buck off to ourselves.
Stereo deal with it. So it seems like Sanda kidnapped his own son from the Burning Dragon Monastery and is using. And Tadarius will kind of imply that he's seen Sanda do stuff along these lines before. Kidnapped his own son from the Burning Dragon Monastery and using him to pose as Sandric or something to that effect. Maybe imbuing him with a lot of divine power.
Have any of us seen Sandric up close? This
I don't think anyone has.
Nobody has. Yeah.
Yeah.
The most you saw was through kind of your I forgot, the Suvian mirror. You saw kind of a lightning-clad figure dashing through the sky to save the airship. But yeah, it was pretty heavily electrical aura, so really weren't able to make out any features.
Yeah, this is also the part where my two characters have opposite opinions on what we should do. Darius is we need to save him, he's a victim of the gods' abuse of their great power, and Wistari is Sandric is a critical part of this war, and we need every advantage we can get, and we can deal with the consequences after we save the island. But she's not here right now, so
I think Rodin would argue in favor of what you said in Wisteria's stead. He says, I agree that it seems this. Because we do. Wait, hold on. Sorry. We, the players, know who Oga is. Do any of these people know who Oga is?
No, they were not. So the leaders would, and then I think just Beshnet.
Okay. Because I was thinking this is a 12-year-old, right? If I remember correctly.
He was about 12.
Yeah. And I mean, Tandarius would go back, even though it's all the way at the beginning of the notes, and when he finds out that this child is a son of Sanda, I need to figure out what everything I can about this guy. Mm-hmm. So Tandarius would kind of explain that and explain, be this is a child being used in a war effort, potentially against his will. I've seen enough people suffer for everything Sanda's done, and war or no war, like, this is abhorrent. Not only is Oga being used in the war effort, but he's also being targeted by agents of Shinzo Z, and to put a child through such an experience is something I won't let happen again. If I can do anything about it.
And Roden, you're proficient in religion, right? You're trained in religion, right?
Yes, trained in religion.
You would know Tyndaris is given like a little bit of a skewed slant for Sanda. Sanda is usually known as the god of heroes. A lot of his sons are known for being kind of heroes and kind of following in their brothers and their father's footsteps. But you've never heard of them forcing anybody in their footsteps. You've heard a lot of tales about unprepared sons of Sandric falling, or not Sandric, sons of Sanda falling, but never being forced into the heroic trade.
I too have seen children used in war. Occasionally effective, but a stain upon the soul of any nation who would do it. I propose we submit a formal report to the higher gavels of Avicera. We will begin an investigation. We need information. I want to track down this person. I must admit that this figure is an essential part of the war effort. But I also do not feel comfortable standing by while a child goes to war for us, willing or not.
One thing I will add is you did see the image or the illusion of whatever it may have been of Sandric, but it did look like a full-grown adult within that kind of electrical aura field zooming across to save the airship. The proportions were adult size versus 12-year-old size. Take that as you will.
Okay, so based on what I remember... Oh, hold on, I just remembered something. That figure we saw, that did not look like a child's silhouette to me. Of course, I did not see it up close. That is why I believe we must investigate, find further information. True, we know it is deception, but it might be a useful deception. If it is this Oga, then we should, in my opinion, reveal this secret. But if it is not, then we have done a serious damage to our own war effort for no reason. We must find out more.
I agree. But I have... Depending on what information we find, I'm still going to do everything I can to save Oga from Sanda, is how he'll phrase it.
Agreed. I don't think any of us wish to see a child put in danger. But, like I said, there is a chance that this is not that child that we have seen fighting. So, let us... I say we bring this to the gavels of Avicera. Keep this within only us and the senior officers. He says this through gritted teeth, including Beshnet.
Agreed.
I mean, certainly, if what we suspect is the truth of what's happening, nobody stands to benefit from that information getting out. Oga or Sanda.
Right. Is there anything we can do to begin this, to find more evidence on our own before we bring it to them? Is there a certain... Where was the last place we heard Sanda show up?
Sandric.
Sandric, that's what I meant, sorry.
Yeah, you've heard reports of him kind of around the city of Kata most recently.
Around the city of Kata. We just walked away from there. I mean, we weren't that close, but yeah. I think Rodin's next step, I think, would be to try to find a place where he has appeared recently and try to investigate the area, see what evidence we can find at whatever a place that he's been. But if it requires us to go like far away out into like the middle of the front lines, then maybe we'll wait and simply get the full leadership of the Gavels in on this, so that we don't have to go wandering off on our own in giant territory.
Yeah,
with
the
our
last place
squishy little baby arms.
you've seen him has been in Kata. There are reports of him in Krenta before the city was taken. It seems like he likes to be where the giants are kind of strongest, doing his activities, rescuing those he can and bringing them out. But yeah, even if you were able to find the site, there's really not much truth you could find there without being able to track down the man himself, since he usually flies and doesn't leave a trail.
Gotcha.
Unless you think you could find at a site. I'll let you make a case.
I have low faith in this plan's ability to actually work, but I do want to try something. Can I ask ask soldiers what they've seen? Track down somebody who's seen Sondric and ask what they've seen, but sort of framing it as in like, tell me the story of his heroism. Tell me every detail. I wish to know what he has been doing. So I ask around amongst the soldiers to see if I can find anyone who's actually seen him, even from far away.
You're able to find reports, no roll with this one, of numerous different soldiers who have caught a sighting, but they all kind of have the same feel to them. They see the blur of lightning, the crack of thunder. They see an electrified figure shrouded in an aura of lightning, coming in and either defeating a giant that was chasing the troop, rescuing somebody from one of the pursuing beast of Taish. The main thing they've all said is Sondric didn't speak. No proclamations, no words of glory or heroism. It was just pure speed, strength, as he maneuvered in, quickly dealt with the threat, quickly moved the people where they needed to go, and then bounced out with a crack of lightning.
Okay. Good to know.
Bless you. That was a big one.
No, it was a cough.
Yeah, so Tentarius will say, Rodin, I trust you to take the lead in this investigation, and I'm eager to be your eyes and ears in the sky and on the ground. However, you think my talents are best suited?
We will find more. Perhaps we will... The next time there is an assault on giant territory, I would like to be a part of it. I would like to be there and see if I can catch a glimpse of this Sanderson. See if we can find any more information. Try to be at the places where he might appear. That is my current plan. What do you think? He asked the rest of the B squad.
Skis would just speak up and say, Rodin, if that's your idea, or if that's your plan, then yeah, I'll follow you into battle. Seems like our talents could be used well. The attempt to continue to recapture Kata. We're on the front lines.
Very well. We will report to the senior officers and simply continue on our quest to retake Kata. For now, we do nothing different, merely perhaps volunteer to be on the fighting lines, the spear of our forces, so that we may perhaps gain a glimpse and see what this person, Sanderson or not, is doing and capable of. we will then be able to learn more. But until we find we actually are able to get in the same place as him, I think we will not be able to find more. By the way, has anyone claimed to be in contact with Sandrik Sanderson? Who claims to have correspondence with this person? The king?
You would know from the reports that even the Baron hasn't been able to reach him.
So no,
Just
no one
Shinzo,
claims.
right?
No,
Shinzo
not even
talks
Shinzo.
to him.
Okay.
Just Sanda.
Because I think the Baron mentioned last session, before you guys set off to the with the main squad of the Gavels, before you set off, that he'd been trying to use scrying, magical communications, kind of all of the above, to get in touch with Sonic, but has failed so far.
Then there is no one else we could ask about it then.
Well, depending on what sort of magic the Baron has at his disposal, if we want to get him in on this, we could try to have him magically communicate with Oga and see if that gets through. Because he's trying to reach Sandrik, but if this is Oga and not Sandrik, he's got the wrong target for his spellcasting.
Would that work? Would he not need to know Oga? I don't know how this magic works.
He would need to know or know of. For scrying, he needs something of Oga's.
Does Will have access to any of that kind of magic?
I don't think so. I don't think scrying yet. Maybe next level. Actually, I haven't looked where I put it.
Sending.
I have sending. I could try. Will could try sending a message to Oga. Will has not had any reason to do that because this is us finding out that Oga is involved, I think.
Yeah.
So once Will is made aware, maybe you could try.
Right. And only Will would be able to do it, at least with the people involved in the war effort, because I just looked it up. It's the target is a creature you know well. And certainly the Baron doesn't know Oga well, but I would assume Will does, hopefully enough. And so that's one option.
All right, so the next time we're playing the regular Gavels, we can have Rodin. I'm going to roleplay talking to myself. 25 minutes as Rodin gives a report of what's happened today.
You gotta make Will survive this fight that we're in the middle of. Because
Oh right, yeah, I forgot.
A really awkward plan.
Now that you say that, now I'm gonna try to have Will survive the fight.
Sweet. Well, that's where we'll wrap up today. Coming back with hopefully the main squad next, and see how that fight with Apok and his giant horde turns out. Then we'll dive into that. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. We will see you all next time.